In today's video, I will be doing some price analysis on Zilliqa. We will have a look at some potential areas that it could invest and some price targets going forward. I will also take a look at some Zilliqa updates from the president, which is Amrit Kumar. So first up, please make sure you do hit that like button, that you are subscribed to my channel, and let's crack on. Right, so let's get cracking. Yesterday, Amrit did cover a AMA on his Twitter. He does these quite often, and he does highlight a few key points and some questions which are quite telling here. So a main question which is on all our minds is when ETH bridge. And he does say around to mid to end of Q2 is a current target. We'll most likely be pushing out a testnet version for people to try out before the production release. So we are now in Q2, the very beginning, April, May, June. So over the next 3 months, you could expect testnet to get pushed out, and then eventually we will have an ETH to Zilliqa bridge in play. So that will be massive. It will help cross-border payments. It will help on fees inevitably. Currently, the Ethereum network is absolutely ridden with fees. I mean, the miners must be having a field day currently. So we need that to push out pretty quick. So hopefully, with this news, it will start a bit of a price push from here on. But what I want to do is let's take a look at some key statistics of Zilliqa, and then we'll jump in some price analysis. As you can see, we are slightly up on today's trading, 0.21 cent per token. It is currently 3% up on today's trading. We are ranked number 50 out of all cryptocurrencies. We did break into that a couple of months ago when we had dropped back down a little bit of profit taking, but this is bullish. It's a great asset, and we are closing in all-time highs, and once we do break above that, we can really start to look at targeting some key levels above that. If you just look here, the all-time high was back in 2018, and it was 23.15 cents 3 years ago nearly. Yeah, we're coming up to 3 years, so that's a long time. If we just go and look at the volume, getting close to $500 million worth of volume, and the market cap today is $2.4 billion. If you are looking to get something you have not bought already, as you can see, Binance, he's getting a fair old chunk of volume. Against Tether, getting 24%, and then Binance, BTC is getting 7.8%, and all the other pairs are getting a fair bit of volume. So you're talking, I don't know, 30-40% of the entire market volume getting traded on Binance. If you are not on Binance already and you're looking to get this asset, you will find a link for that in pinned comment and the description. It's probably the best place you could get hold of some Zilliqa token. So that is some key statistics and a little bit of an update there. But let's have a look at some price analysis. As you can see, this is the daily time frame, and yesterday we did wick right up to 0.227, so nearly at those all-time highs. We are getting there. But let's have a look at some potential areas that we could invest. I'm just gonna so on the MACD, it's looking quite bullish here. We had that bullish cross down here on the 2nd April, and we are starting to push on now. I'm expecting a good period of growth now because the entire crypto market is starting to look good. We have it through $2 trillion in market cap, so things are starting to push on. And I saw a comment earlier on from Blockport. He did say that cryptocurrency took 10 years to reach $1 trillion in market cap. I mean, it only took a further 90 days to hit $2 trillion in market cap. So it does show the signs that this is a bullish market. And we are starting to see a bit of adoption take place. And this will just keep growing. The entire crypto market will keep growing. And this will keep growing as well. But what we need to do is just have a look at some potential buy zones for Zilliqa if you're not in already. And I want to use this 4-hour time frame. I mean, that is the bottom of a move on the daily time frame, but this is the new bottom on the, you could say, call it the local bottom. We have started to turn around here, so let's have a look at some potential buy zones from this bottom move on the 4th of April, which was yesterday, from the bottom up to the top. And currently we have done that 38% retracement. Whenever I'm looking to invest in a project that's done quite a good rise, I always look to target this area. But I also look to target the 618 as well. I think down at 0.1975 could be a good area to place some orders. if the market does allow. I mean, we're having a bit of a rollover here. I mean, that could be the end of a move and we could start pushing on, but we do know about 61% retracements happen quite often. If you're looking to buy, I would ladder some orders down from this position, to be honest. I think any orders from 21 cent all the way down to 19 cent. I don't know. If you got $100, break it down into $3 and $30 there, $30 there, $30 there. Just break it down, ladder some orders, and even if one of them gets picked up, then you have managed to pick some up. So that is some potential buy zones. First major target is still the all-time highs for me. Once we do break through that, we can start looking at some of these extensions on the fibs. So we have 24 and 25 cent. Ultimate target for me over the course of this next month is 30 cent. I think once we do break above the all-time highs, we will really start to gain some further momentum and push up and target those highs. So I think 30 cent, once we do break above that, I will jump into some further price analysis and have a look at some more key levels to target. Looking at a MACD, potentially it is just turning bearish there, so we might get a bit of a tick to the downside on the histogram. And if we do get a crossover on the moving averages, you could expect a few blocks of downward pressure there. So you should be able to fill some orders down there. The RSI, it's not too bad, around 62%. So things are looking good if you're wanting to pick some orders up around this level. I think there's quite a good chance. So just don't ape in, ladder a couple of orders down. So that is the tether pair covered. A couple of targets there and a couple of buy zones. If we just look at a BTC pairing as well, I know a lot of people do prefer to trade in Satoshis, and stacking sats is the ultimate game to grow that Bitcoin portfolio. So let's have a look at this move here. We've dropped quite a bit today on the BTC pair, around 6-7%. I think it's even more than that, to be honest. If you look at that high down to the low, yeah, 10% we've dropped down in BTC. So let's just analyse this move here from the bottom to the top. Let's get rid of that red line. I'm not sure what that's for. We have done that 50% retracement. To be honest, I think we are coming down to this level now. If you look at BTC, that's up 1.1%, pushing up to, if that does push up towards 60k, 61k, this is going to bring the BTC pair down. You may even fill some orders down here, but I think 345 Satoshis would be a good level to buy. And again, same as a tether pair, you can also ladder some orders down. So anywhere from 360 all the way down to 330. Ladder some orders down and see if you can pick some up. Looking at the MACD on the 4-hour time frame, same scenario as the tether pair. It's looking like we're going to flip bearish soon over the next couple of hours. So just monitor that. It might be a flash wick down like these, a flash wick down, and then it might start pushing on again. So things are looking good there. In terms of targets, the first one to break through is 395 sats. And then what I'll do is, if we get to 500 Satoshis, or we get to 30 cent, whichever comes first, I'll jump into some further price analysis on both pairs. So that is it for today's video. That is just an update from Amrit about the ETH bridge coming towards the end of Q2, and then some price analysis on the BTC and USDT pairs of Zilliqa. If you are not already, then please make sure that you subscribe to the channel, smash that like button, and I'll catch you next time.